Hello and welcome. This presentation is on purpose, a brief overview. So what is purpose? The reason for which something is done or created. So really the purpose is why. Why are we doing it? Why are we making it? What's the goal? So we might ask ourselves, what is the purpose of any writing or speaking? And ultimately, the purpose of our writing, the purpose of our speaking, is to communicate something. But why is purpose important when we are writing in an academic sense? I'm writing an essay, I'm writing, why do I need to know the purpose, or why do I need to be able to identify the purpose? And the benefits of this is that communication has a goal ultimately. And when we do know what our purpose is, when we know this goal, we can be more accurate in the way that we communicate. And therefore, we can become more successful in achieving that purpose or that goal. And we're going to talk about what those purposes are in a moment. So I am on Facebook. I'm putting up a status update. Oh my god, OMG, I got all A's this semester, 4.0, so happy. So my purpose in writing this Facebook post might be to express my joy to my friends and family. I might also want to inform them about my amazing, my grades and the end of the term. So it could be twofold here. As an example, maybe someone else will read this and say, OMG, that Adela, she is such a bragger, always writing about what she did well in school. So perhaps my purpose could be misinterpreted as well, or viewed in a different way, as these things often tend to do on Facebook, or maybe in text messages. Sometimes when the purpose is not clear, it can lead to miscommunication. So ever the more reason to be very clear and to know what our purpose is when we are writing. We have many purposes, and even in this picture it does not show us all of the purposes that we communicate, or the reasons that we communicate. These are just a few. And in this presentation, I'll really only be focusing on three: to entertain, to inform, and to persuade. But there are really many nuances, and in this presentation I won't cover how to do them well, but just to identify what they are and what the differences are. So let's begin with persuasion. To persuade is to convince somebody, to have someone or convince someone do something or believe something because of what we argue or because of our logic. So this might take the form of an email to your teacher asking for an extra study day or an extra day before the test. It could be persuading your parents to let you stay out with your friends. So in both of these situations and in this image here, one person is trying to convince the other to do something or to believe something. This is persuasion. The second one is to inform, and this is to give facts or to give information. This is a very common one in school. You may be writing a report, writing an essay, doing a project. You may have to write an email, or you may receive an email about a policy at work. You may make or receive a phone call to share news. So these are all manners of, or the purpose, I should say, is to inform. And the last one we're going to talk about is to entertain. So to entertain, to provide joy, amusement, enjoyment. So if you guys know this image, this is Cirque du Soleil, some entertainers who perform for us because it's really amazing to watch. In writing, this may take the form of comics, jokes, satire, stories. These are just a few examples. So this acronym is PIE. If you don't know what PIE is, it's this picture on the bottom. It's a sweet dessert, usually filled with fruit, very popular in America. The P stands for persuade. So again, this is to convince someone to do or believe something. I stands for inform, to give facts and information. And the E is for entertaining, to tell a story that makes people laugh. It could also make them cry. It's for enjoyment. So PIE, persuade, inform, entertain. 3 very common purposes in writing. So let me give you a chance to answer. This image is an advertisement for some kind of device, Palm, I don't know if it's Palm Pilot, don't judge me, okay? On the left side is a hand with a bunch of writing, numbers, notices, and it has the word chaos, which means not in order, crazy, yeah? And on the right side is our amazing device, and it says the word order. So it's telling us that if we buy this thing, that maybe we will have some order to our lives. So if I ask you what is the main purpose of this advertisement, and we're looking at the 3 that we discussed, so that is to persuade, to inform, to entertain. If you chose to persuade, you would be correct. And oftentimes advertising uses persuasion because they do want to sell their product. They want people to see their ads and to buy it. So oftentimes ads are riddled with persuasion. Okay, so in our second example, this sign says special offer, 2 drinks for the price of 2 drinks. So I'm going to ask you the same question. What do you think is the purpose, the main purpose of this sign? Again, we have to persuade, to inform, to entertain. If you said to entertain, you are correct. So I don't know if a few of you are thinking, oh, well, why not to inform? You know, they're telling us the price. So my best explanation for that would be that normally the special that we might see would be 2 drinks for the price of 1. So the drink is half price. And this would be a form of information. But in the way that the author of this sign has created it, they have really given us no new information, because they're saying that the 2 drinks is the same as the price for 2 drinks. So really nothing has changed. So they are being funny, and this is an example of entertainment as the primary purpose. So I hope that is useful for you, at least to understand what those 3 main purposes are, and I'm sure that as you continue to write, you will become better at identifying them and also at employing the techniques to use them more effectively, which is really an art. So I wish you the best. Thank you for watching.